Hey, Randy Sullivan here, Florida Baseball Ranch. I want to talk to you a little bit today about power. Now, we have a really efficient power building workout that we created. It's the result of a 2.5-year study we did. You got to understand what power is. Power is what you find at the intersection of strength and speed. It doesn't do us a whole lot of good to be really strong if we can't move. We have to, power has a speed component. We have to be able to move fast. So we created some exercises that will help you learn to generate that speed that you need to add to your strength and create power that translates to velocity and arm health and durability on the mound. How do we know that? For 2.5 years, we recorded every repetition of every exercise we did in our workouts. And what we wanted to know was what kinds of exercises did our 90-mile-an-hour guys do better than everybody else. We came up with 4 types of exercises, and they were exercises done in the frontal plane, going from side to side, exercises done in a transverse plane, around a vertical axis, exercises in diagonal planes, and exercises on one leg. Our 90-mile-an-hour guys were statistically way better at those kinds of exercises than pushing and pulling exercises in the sagittal plane and any exercise they did on 2 legs. It makes sense when you think about throwing, because throwing is essentially a one-legged maneuver. It's done largely with a frontal plane move. It does have a distinct rotational component, and if you combine a frontal plane with a rotation with a transverse plane, you get a diagonal, and it's actually in its reality, it's in a diagonal plane that one would have to rotate, and it's an inherently one-legged maneuver. You have to control your center of mass on your back leg before you transfer the weight to the front leg, and the only time you're on 2 legs is just ever so briefly at final connection. So these are the exercises we do. Now, we want to make sure we stay in the ATP CP system, so we try to do everything in 12 seconds or less. I think for today's video, we're probably going to do it for 6-second hacks just for the purpose of time. We go anywhere from 5 to 12 seconds on our workouts, and you want to try to move as fast as you can. Now, speed is more important than technique, although if technique becomes unsafe, you would want to intervene. There are a few exercises that we'll show you today where we will mention and we'll point out to the idea that you need to have really good technique here to maintain the health and safety of the athlete. So here it is. This is our superhuman power building workout. We do it every day after we work out, after we do our throwing drills, and it's our chance to blend that strength and speed and create power that translates to velocity on the mound. All right, for the rest of this video, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our directors of player development here. I got Ty Sullivan, Josh Wagner here. They're experts in executing these workouts. They're going to walk you through 2 different sequences, 2 different series that you can use at home. Listen, one thing to remember is the equipment is irrelevant. It's the movements that matter. So you don't have to go get a bunch of equipment to get these workouts done. You can kind of MacGyver the equipment. But Ty and Josh are going to take you through these workouts. We're going to be using Pablo and Kevin, 2 of our most dedicated students, to demonstrate these exercises in our power building workout.
Alright, so the first series we're going to show you for our power building workout is called our Med Ball Wall series. It's a series of 4 exercises designed for speed and power. Most importantly with this is a lot of core exercises. So we teach our guys what we call belly button to spine. The idea is that we put you into a little bit of flexion forward and you try to tighten down your abs, bringing your belly button into your spine. What we're trying to do is neutralize the lower back, so that way we don't create into a hyperextension when we're doing this and put lower back at risk for stress fractures and things like this. So Kevin's going to demonstrate the first one for us. It's called side to side slam. So Kevin, go ahead. If you'll notice, the ball stays almost in the middle of his chest. As he twists, he turns his whole body in order to get the top of the ball to the wall. So here we go, 6 seconds on the clock, as fast as you can go. Ready? Go. Quick, quick, quick. Good, and that's side to side slams. Alright, next exercise we're going to show you is called our diagonal slams. So Kevin, go ahead and demonstrate. He's going to hit the ball at his hip, twist, and hit over his shoulders. If you'll notice, when he goes to hit over his shoulders, he hits the same side of the ball by twisting every single time. So Kevin, here we go, as fast as you can go. Ready? Good. Good, and that's diagonals. Alright, the next one we're going to show you is the other side diagonal. So Kevin, go ahead. We're going to do the same thing where you hit at your hip and then over your shoulder. So ready? Go. Quick, quick. And that's diagonals again. Alright, last exercise for this series is called wood choppers with a twist. Now what Kevin's going to do is slam the ball between his legs and squat all the way down to get there, then twist up towards his shoulders just like the diagonals from the previous one. Between his legs, over the shoulder, between his legs, over the other shoulder. So here's what it looks like full speed. Ready? Good, and that's wood choppers with a twist.
All right, guys, the next set that we have is called med ball floor. So first one that Kevin's going to do is he's going to sit on the ground. Again, just like we did with the med ball wall, he's going to engage his core, take his belly button to his spine, keep his spine organized, and he's just going to hit the bottom of the ball back and forth as fast as he can. Ready? Good. And that's Russian twist. All right, guys, the second exercise in the med ball floor series is called overhead explosion throws. So Kevin's just going to lay on his back to start, medicine ball overhead. He's going to throw it to Pablo. On the way, he's going to catch on the way back down and keep going through the beat. All right? Ready? Good. That's our overhead explosion throws. All right, guys, for the third and fourth exercises of the med ball floor series, it's going to be side tosses. So Kevin is going to sit on his butt, again, engage his core, organize his spine. He's just going to catch the medicine ball on the way down, throwing it as hard as he possibly can to Pablo over there. All right, so here we go. Ready? Good. And so for the fourth exercise, we would just go the opposite way, and that's our med ball floor side tosses.
All right, so the next series we're going to show you is called our lateral plyo series. So when we do this exercise, it's all about trying to explode as fast as you can side to side in the frontal plane. So Kevin, I want you to just demonstrate one or two and we'll talk about it. So as soon as Kevin jumps, he tries to take no time on each side, and as soon as he lands, you'll notice when he lands, he tries to load his hips back a little bit like that. But the key is to try to explode as fast as possible. We don't want you to be jumping side to side like that, but we want some sort of glute and hip load. So watch Kevin full speed here, 6 seconds, ready? Go, quick, be quick. As soon as he hits, he goes. Good. Now, in order to save a little time on the video, the next 3 exercises that we do along with that, because we do 4 at each station, he's going to just hold the ball a little bit higher. So we did low skaters there, then we'll do medium skaters, we'll go a little bit higher, and then he's going to hold it just overhead, just like that. And so that's how you would run through all 4 of those exercises.
All right, guys, the next series that we have is our explosion push-up series. So for the first one, Kevin's going to get on the ground. He's going to first organize his spine, and from there, he's just going to do a regular push-up, except his arms and legs are both coming up off the ground. Ready? Good. And that's explosion push-ups. All right, guys, the second exercise in the explosion push-up series is called the cross push-up. So Kevin's going to get on the ground. He's going to first organize his spine, and from there, he's just going to do a push-up, rotate one side of his body up, do another push-up, rotate the other side. All right, ready? Good. And those are our cross push-ups. All right, the third exercise that we have for our explosion push-ups are explosion shuffle push-ups. So Kevin's going to get down on the ground. We use our ladder right here. You don't need a ladder, doesn't really matter. Kevin's going to do an explosion push-up, just like the first exercise. Going to shuffle down, do another explosion push-up, all the way through the beep. All right? Here we go. Ready? That's our explosion shuffle push-ups. All right, guys, the fourth exercise that we have for our explosion push-up series is a grasshopper push-up. So Kevin's going to get down on the ground. He's going to do one push-up with 2 grasshoppers. Just legs switching in and out. Push-up, 2 grasshoppers. All right, here we go. Ready? And those are our grasshopper push-ups. All right, guys, the next series that we're going to show you is the pummel ball series. So first one, we have overhead side-to-side slams. Kevin's going to first organize his spine, get a big range of motion up and over, exploding side-to-side as fast as he possibly can, all right? Ready? And those are our overhead side-to-side slams. All right, the second exercise that we have in the pummel ball series is overhead lunge slam. So Kevin is going to jump into a lunge, slam the ball down overhead, and switch back and forth through the beep. Ready? And And those are our overhead lunge slams. The third exercise that we have for the pummel ball series is overhead jump slam. So Kevin is going to jump up as high as he possibly can, and on the way down, slam the ball down. All right, ready. Those are our overhead jump slams. The fourth exercise that we're going to do for our pummel ball slam series is going to be pitcher slam. So Kevin, as a right-hander, is going to get his left foot out in front, right leg behind, uncomfortably wide. And he's just going to go through motion, slam the ball down. All right, ready. Good. And those are our pitcher slams.
All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is our agility cone series. So the first one's called an L drill. What Pablo's going to do is start from the front right here. He's going to sprint all the way down until he gets to the turn. When he hits the turn, he's going to change directions quickly, come to this side, making an L, then sprint from cone to cone, and then all the way back. So set the timer. Pablo's going to demonstrate it as fast as he can go. Ready? Go. Change directions quickly. Good. As many reps as possible in the amount of time. Good. And that one is the L drill. The next exercise in the agility cone series is going to be suicide. Just a normal suicide as fast as you can sprint. So Pablo's going to go ahead and demonstrate it on the timer. All right, ready? Go. Cone to cone, as many reps as possible. Changing directions as quick as possible. Good. All right, and that is our regular suicides. Next exercise we're going to do is the shuffle suicides. So Pablo's going to go ahead and demonstrate just like regular suicides, except now he's going to be facing sideways and shuffling from cone to cone. So here's what it looks like full speed. Go. There you go. Trying to stay low, trying to push off as quick as possible. Good. And that's shuffle suicides. All right, the last exercise in this series that we're going to do is going to be our jump sprints. So what it's going to look like, Pablo's going to break it down for us. He's going to jump from cone to this cone on a side broad jumping back, and then sprint all the way down until the last cone, and then he's going to jump side to side again and sprint all the way back. So he's going to demonstrate full speed now what it's going to look like. Ready, Pablo? Go. Go. Real quick. Real quick. Fast as you can go. Get all the way past the cone. Good. Good. And that's our jump sprints. All right, so for the first series we're going to do in this second circuit is going to be our plyo box series. So we have Chuck here to demonstrate for us. The first exercise for this series is going to be side to side. So Chuck, go ahead and grab a kettlebell. The weight doesn't matter, something between 20, maybe 30, maybe 40 pounds. And here's what he's going to do. Chuck's going to go side to side as fast as he can go. Go ahead, Chuck, demonstrate a couple. There you go. So we're going to put Chuck on the clock right now for 6 seconds as fast as he can move. Ready? Go. All right, and that's side to sides. All right, the next exercise we're going to do is split lunge explosions. So what Chuck's going to do is get on a medium box, something a little bit higher. All right, so go ahead and put one leg up there, Chuck. And he's going to push off on that one leg as high as he can go. So go ahead, high as he can jump, and switch his feet midair. So here it is, full speed, 6 seconds, ready? Go, high as you can get. Good. All right, next exercise we're going to do is going to be single leg drive. So we're going to get a little higher box now, and what Chuck's going to do is put one leg up on there and hold the weight on the same side that his leg is going on. All right, so Chuck, go ahead and demonstrate. Go all the way up and drive your knee up as high as it'll go. So here's full speed. There you go. Good, Chuck. All right, and that's single leg drives. So for the very last exercise we're going to do for that, we just simply go on the other side. So that's single leg drives. All right, next series we're going to do is hand ladder push-ups. So the first one Chuck's going to demonstrate for us is called explosion walks. So Chuck's going to start down here on one end of the ladder. He's going to do an explosion push-up. Go ahead, Chuck, do an explosion push-up, and then he's going to shuffle his hand and walk all the way to this side, do an explosion push-up, and come back. So here it is, full speed. Ready, Chuck? Go. There you go, as fast as he can shuffle his hands back and forth. Good, and that's explosion walks. All right, next push-ups we're going to do are called icky shuffle push-ups. So Chuck's going to go ahead and demonstrate for us. start on one side of the ladder at the end, and what he's going to do is shuffle his hands. He's going to go 2 in, and then all the way out, push up. 2 into the ladder, then out, push up, side to side. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate full speed. Ready, Chuck? Go. There you go. Trying to shuffle back and forth as quick as possible. And then once you make it down to the end, you do the same thing going backwards, and that's Icky shuffle push-up. All right, the next push-ups we're going to demonstrate to you are called hopscotch push-ups. So Chuck, go ahead and get down. He's going to start on one end of the ladder with his hands in the ladder. Every time he goes out, watch his hands, he's going to go down in a push-up. In, out, push-up. Just like that. So here's what it looks like, full speed. There you go. As fast as he can move his hands in and out, no pauses, no gaps, and backwards. There you go. And that's hopscotch push-ups. All right, the last push-ups we're going to show you are called diagonal explosions or diagonal push-ups. So Chuck's going to get on one end of the ladder again. All right, and here's what it's going to look like. Chuck's going to do a push-up and then jump to the very next side of the ladder. Push up, jump his whole body to the next ladder, all the way to the side. So here's what it is, full speed. Ready? There you go, Chuck. And then backwards. Good. And that's diagonal push-ups.
All right, the next series that we have is rotational core bands. So the first exercise that TD here is going to do is he's going to do pitchers to his dominant side. So he's going to stagger his feet wide, and he's going to go for a 6 count, rotating down on that diagonal plane. Ready? Good. That's pitchers on the dominant side. All right, the next exercise that we have for the rotational core bands is just pitchers on the opposite side, so the non-dominant side. Ready? Good. That's pitchers on the non-dominant side. All right, the next exercise that we have for the rotational core band series is going to be hitters to the dominant side. So again, he's just going to stagger his feet wide. Instead of having the band up top, he's going to have the band hooked to the middle, and is just going to be rotating side to side as fast as he can. Ready? Also trying to rotate the hip at the same time. All right, the last exercise that we have for the rotational core band series is going to be hitters to the non-dominant side. So same exact thing, staggering his feet wide. Ready? Again, rotating his hips. Good. That's hitters to the non-dominant side.
All right, so the next series we're going to do is called med ball core. So what Tyler's going to do first is going to be a Russian twist. The med ball size doesn't matter. We usually go a little lighter so you can move really fast. So Tyler, go ahead and demonstrate what a Russian twist is. The feet will be up, and you're just going to twist side to side as fast as possible. So here we go. 6 seconds on the clock. Ready? There you go. As many taps as possible, as fast as you can go. Good, and that's Russian twist. The next exercise is going to be toe touches. So what Tyler's going to do is lay all the way on his back. He's going to take the med ball and touch it to his feet up and down as fast as possible. And his chest comes up as well. He goes all the way down with his chest, then all the way back up. So here's what it looks like. Full speed. Go. There you go, and that's toe touches. All right, next exercise we're going to show you is called V-ups. What Tyler's going to do is hold the ball over his head, and his feet are going to be completely extended. Neither one is going to touch the ground, but they're going to come up and meet in the middle. They go all the way down, all the way back up. So here's full speed. Ready? Go. Real quick, real quick. Up and down as fast as possible. Try to keep your knees straight too as well. Good, and that's V-ups. All right, last exercise for this series is going to be bicycles. So what a bicycle is, it's a Russian twist, again, side to side. But every time you twist, every time Tyler twists, notice how he kicks one leg out at a time as fast as possible. So here's what it looks like. 6 seconds on the clock. Ready? There you go. Fast as you can go. Good, and that's bicycles. All right, next series we're going to show you is our kettlebell series. So the first exercise of this series is going to be squat with a hip thrust. So what Tyler's going to do is take a squat all the way down and then try to drive his hips forward, squeezing his glutes. So here's what it looks like. Full speed. Ready? Go. As fast as you can go up. You only want the kettlebell going about head high, no higher than that. And back down fast too. And that's squat with a hip thrust. All right, next exercise is going to be windmills. This is going to be done in the frontal plane for frontal plane training. What Tyler's going to do is hold the kettlebell on one side, swing it up and over to the other side. He's going to try to keep his arms as straight as possible with a little bit of a lean side to side. So here's what it looks like full speed. Ready? Go, as fast as you can twist. Good. and that one's windmills. Next exercise for the series is going to be jump lunges. So what Tyler's going to do is get in a lunge and jump and switch the weight from side to side, always on the outside leg. So here's what it is, full speed, ready? There you go, as fast as you can. You want to try to jump as high as possible with these two. Good, and that's lunge jumps. The final exercise of this series, what Tyler's going to do is the first exercise, the squat with the hip thrust. So here's what it looks like again, ready? There you go, he's going to squat down low as he can and swing it up and down. Good, that's squat with a hip thrust. All right, next series is called dumbbell push-ups. The first exercise that we're going to do is called push-up, walk forward. Usually what we do is use somewhere between 20 to 30 pound dumbbells. Something that you can move fast but is still a good resistance. So here's what it looks like, dumbbell push-up, walk forward. All right, you ready, TD? There you go. He tries to take one step past the previous dumbbell every single time. So that's push-up, walk forward. All right, next exercise is going to be push-up, walk sideways. So what TD is going to do is going to do a push-up, and then he's going to walk both dumbbells to the side, and then do a push-up and walk back where he came from. So here's what it looks like, full speed. Ready? There you go, and then step back. Perfect, and that's push-up, walk sideways. All right, third exercise in this series is going to be push-up with a row. So here's what it's going to look like. Tyler's going to go down in a push-up and pull the weight to his chest. Down and push-up, pull the other one. So here's what it looks like, full speed. Ready? There you go, just like that. Perfect. As fast as you can go up and down. Good, and that's push-up with a row. This last exercise in this series is going to be called push-up with a burpee. So TD is going to go down in a push-up and then jump as high as he can, just like that. So full speed. Here we go. Ready? Good. He's going to jump with the weight by his side as high as possible. Good, and that's push-up with a burpee.